You use Apple every single day. But what if instead of just using it, you owned a piece of it? Not the whole company, just a small slice, enough that every time Apple makes money, you make money too. Here's the crazy part. You can do exactly that, today, for less than the price of a meal. That is what a stock is. Let me explain it in 5 minutes. Imagine your friend wants to open a pizza restaurant. Amazing food, perfect location, but he needs $100,000 and only has $20,000. So he comes to you and says, "Give me $10,000. In return, I'll give you 10% ownership. Every time we make profit, you get 10% of it." You agree. Now you own 10% of the business. That piece of ownership, that is what a stock is. When big companies like Apple or Tesla need money to grow, they do the same thing. They divide the company into millions of tiny pieces called shares and offer them to anyone who wants to buy. When you buy one share of Apple, you become a real part owner of Apple. Small, yes, but real.
Two ways stocks make you money. Way 1. Price goes up. You buy a share at $50. Company does well. Now it's worth $80. You sell, you made $30 without doing any work. That's called a capital gain. Way 2. Dividends. Some companies share their profits directly with shareholders, depositing money into your account every few months, just because you own their stock. Like rent from a property, except you never have to fix a leaky pipe. Two ways, both real, both powerful. Why does a stock price change every second? Simple. Supply and demand. More people want to buy than sell, price goes up. More people want to sell than buy, price goes down. What drives that? Two things, facts and feelings. Facts like profits, revenue, new products, these push prices based on reality. Feelings like fear, hype, and rumors, these push prices based on emotion. In the short term, emotion wins. In the long term, reality always catches up. This is why patient investors always win. In 1980, Apple went public. One share cost $22. If you had invested just $1,000 that day and never sold, today that $1,000 could be worth over $1.5 million. Not because you were a genius, just because you owned a piece of a great business and gave it time. You don't need to build the next Apple. You just need to own a piece of it. So what is a stock? A small piece of real ownership in a real company. It makes you money two ways. Price goes up or company pays dividends. Prices move on facts and feelings, but great businesses always win long term. And you don't need to be rich to start. Even $10 gets you in. Next video, I'll show you exactly how the stock market works behind the scenes. Hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you there.